Hey guys, so I figured I would give you guys an update and let you know what's going on. I don't even know why I try and smoke when I do a video because it always goes out. So today I went to work, okay? And there's not going to be any names, you know. But, okay. We have regulars at the restaurant that I work at. And I don't know all the regulars. I know most of them, but, you know, I don't know all of them. But our restaurant is a smoking restaurant, and it's like one of the only ones in South Carolina right now. So, there was two guys and a kid, and they were sitting. Okay, I'm gonna draw you an illusion. Okay, so here's my hand. There was booth, and there was like a table, and then booth. So these guys were sitting right here. And this older man, and I'm talking about maybe in his 80s, 90s, was right here with his son, okay? Well, he comes up to me and he says, is there any way that, you know, you could tell those guys to quit smoking? And while I'm telling this story, I want you to know that it took him almost 4 minutes to get all of his money out and pay me. So that tells you how old and not that stable he was. So I said, no honey, I'm sorry, this is a smoking facility, I can't really do anything about it, it doesn't say non-smoking. I said, maybe, you know, try moving back a spot. So he moved back a spot. And when he was up here talking with me, the man comes up and is like, redneck is all get out. I mean, redneck. And it's just standing there like that. And I'm like, can I help you with something? And he was like, no, this fucking Yankee won't shut his mouth up about me. And I'm like, okay, so I take the old man's hand, and I'm like, we'll sort something out. I said, just go ahead and move one table back, you know, and everything will be alright. And so he moved back, and then I was watching because it kept getting heated. And then all of a sudden I see all three of them pick up their trays. Like I said, the booth was right here. There was a table right here with chairs. Moved right there. All the way from back here to right here. When you smoke, most of your smoke goes that way. Or it goes one way. He did it on purpose. He sat right in the middle of them. So they're sitting right here. And, you know, it was straight up blowing smoke over there. Well, his son, the older man's son, gets out and leaves, you know, to go get in the van. Well, the older guy stands up and says, I'm assuming something along the lines of, I don't appreciate you moving closer to me and smoking. And so, once I saw that, two men stood up. And I was like, you know what? This isn't going to happen. So I walk over there and I'm like, can I, you know, take you to your car? And he was like, yeah. So I grabbed him by the arm, walked, you know, side by side with him, went outside. At least two men jumped in front of me and went out the door. Men. Talking about maybe in their 40s and 20s, late 20s. And so I'm like, we're going to get to your car. And he was like, yeah, they're kind of rude. And I was like, yep, they are. You know, nobody was around me. They couldn't hear me. I wasn't being mean. So I started walking him out. And the two men were standing there. As soon as I passed them, they were like, you don't need to escort him out. And I said, well, considering the fact that I saw you give him the bird, I would like to escort him out. Because I'm not playing, at least 3 occasions he did give him the bird across from him when he was sitting there. And all the places that I've worked, you don't want something going down in your restaurant for all your customers to see. That puts a bad statement on your restaurant, in my opinion. And so we were always taught, you know, to get the problem out of the restaurant so no one else witnesses it. So I was trying to, you know, help the man out because, first of all, 2 men, like, decades younger than this guy is trying to get bucked up over a cigarette and, you know, fight an old man. It was ridiculous. And when I was telling them why I was escorting them out, I was turned around and walking. And these men are like, excuse me? Walking towards me and like fast. And I'm like, you flipped him off. I saw you, so I'm escorting him to his van. Well, I walked back inside. They were already inside. So they wanted, he come up to the counter and apparently he was getting a refill. Well, I didn't think he had been helped or anything. And I was like, can I help you? And he was like, because I'm not going to be mean to him. It was not my feelings that were hurt. Yeah, I had a little bit different judgment on him upon that time, but I wasn't going to be mean. It's my job to assist customers. So I was like, can I help you? And he was like, and I was like, may I help you? I was like, girls, can one of you two help him, please? And he got pissed over that, the fact that I wanted someone to help him when he wasn't speaking to me. So he calls my manager over and wants to talk to her and talks to her. Apparently I find out they were regulars and that it was their restaurant and I shouldn't have done it, and that if anything's to happen, just call the cops. Sorry, people, but that 80-year-old man would have been mauled in a minute. I mean, not in good health. Like, I just don't understand it. And I guess that's what kind of town that I come from, is a redneck town. The town that I'm working in isn't my town, so there are a lot of rednecks in that town. But the fact that they were willing to go to that level of hatred over a cigarette is ridiculous. If someone didn't want me smoking next to them, I would gladly move, because there was movable space. And I know secondhand smoke kills faster than firsthand smoke. That's how you know the difference between a smart Southern person and a hickabilly, which I get called in many of my videos because of the weird video, or what is it? The tipping video. Why the F you need a tip or something like that. So many people call me a hickabilly because I talk Southern. And I was really talking real Southern in that video because I can do that really well because I come from the South and I know the words. You know, I was making fun of myself, and then in the middle of that sketch I stopped, but they still don't get it that, you know, hey, I'm trying to be funny. But anyways, so that's the difference. That's how you can tell. But other than that, my day is alright. And I'm going to go work on my homework assignment, which is a news article. And the subject of it is how people can alter their consciousness, their mind state, you know, how people can do that. So, if any of you guys want to, you know, put in your input, I will gladly input it into my input and, you know, share. But I just want to say hi, and I hope you guys are all doing well. It's Friday. I hope you're having fun and being safe. Always be safe. But I'm gonna go, so I love you. I just did that totally backwards. Much love. Peace out.